Hey, this is Crystal from Teen Infonet. I'm here with Daniela Kuri today. How are you doing?
Great, Crystal. How are you?
I'm great. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself first?
Sure. I am a singer, songwriter. I am from Mexico City, but I grew up in Mexico. Then I moved to Houston, Texas, and now I'm here in LA pursuing my dreams and singing. Right?
And can you tell us what is one of the big differences between Mexico and LA?
Actually, Mexico City and LA are pretty similar. Of course, the diversity is different here, and the language and all of that, but it's very, very similar. Also, the weather-wise and everything.
And are you currently living here right now?
Yes, I am currently living here.
Do you ever miss Mexico City and wish you never came here?
I don't wish I never came, but I definitely miss, I miss my family, I miss my friends, the food, for sure.
So when did you discover singing, or your love for singing?
I think my love for singing started probably... I was so young I can't remember, but I always loved singing and dancing and performing.
And did you come from a musical background?
Well, my mom used to play piano a lot, and my grandfather, my mother's father, is always singing around the house, sings when he's happy, when he's angry, when he's eating, all the time. So I guess that really influenced me.
And did you ever learn to play piano?
Yes, I did. I played piano for a while. I also I was in a percussion orchestra where I got to play a lot of traditional Mexican instruments, which was really cool, and travel with them.
So you sing in Spanish?
I do.
Right? And now you sing in English?
Yes.
Do you think it's harder?
To sing in English?
Yeah.
Not really. I learned English really young, so it wasn't really that bad. And I also listened to a lot of English music. So
how did you get started in this singing career?
Well, because I always loved singing, and I started ballet dancing at the age of 2, and that had me performing, and even when you did shows with the academy and whatever. So I always loved performance, and I just kept singing, and I always knew I wanted to pursue this as a career, but so I just kept taking every opportunity that came my way.
And is there anyone specific that you listened to growing up, or that you just really looked up to?
Yes, I think the 2 major idols I had growing up were Celine Dion and Michael Jackson, which is a little bit crazy, but...
And has your music from when you were younger changed from when you are now, like what you listen to?
Definitely.
Like what kind?
I think I do love pop, and I used to listen, Spice Girls, Britney Spears, all that stuff, but at the same time I was listening to what my parents listened to, what my grandfather listened to, and coming from a Lebanese background, also Arabic music. And I think as I grew up and I moved away from the pop world, I started tapping into those other...
And is there any embarrassing songs that you find on your phone?
Probably my grandfather's playlist. It's pretty embarrassing sometimes. I'm just in the car and it comes up and I'm rolling up my sleeves.
Do people look in what is she listening to?
Definitely.
And do you write your own music?
I do.
What inspires you when you're writing?
A lot of the times I write about my own life stories and experiences, and the people around me, my friends, my family, and what I'm going through. And sometimes I like to make cards and crafts. So usually when I'm doing that, I get a lot of ideas for writing songs for some reason.
And what is, how long does it usually take you to write a song?
It depends on the song. I think when the flow is going, I think the shortest time I've written a song was an hour, and I co-wrote that with a friend, and it was pretty fast. I think that's the fastest I've written.
And do you have a favorite of the songs you've written?
I like them a lot. Right now, 2 of my favorites are one I wrote for my mom, which should be coming out around Mother's Day, and one I wrote for a dear friend that passed away.
So that's a good Mother's Day gift, though.
Yes, I can't stop it anymore.
Does she know about it yet?
She does.
So she's pushing are you gonna tell me soon?
She knows. Yeah, because when I was so excited when I finished that I showed it to her and we both cried, and it was so cheesy, and
And do you ever have a song that you wish you hadn't recorded that you listen back to and you're like, what was I thinking?
Not really, because every time I've recorded, even if I'm like, I feel like it was a step to where to get to where I am now. So.
And do you remember the first time you performed?
The first time I performed, I must have been 2. Sometimes I don't.
Do you have any like pre-show rituals or anything?
Pre-show rituals? Not that I can remember. I guess no, nothing.
Do you ever get nervous before you go on?
I don't get nervous performing.
Really?
Yes.
Or
I guess I've done it so much since I was little. That's where I feel the most comfortable actually performing.
And do you have an embarrassing moment on stage?
On stage, I think one time we were doing a show at home. Like I have a really big family, and my sister was directing it. She's older and she was always directing everything. And she had the greatest idea that I should do this like Christmas rap, and it was horrendous. And it was so embarrassing. And I can't remember any other embarrassing moments. Maybe once like in like a ballet dance or something, but I think I couldn't remember the choreography, and I was just trying to look around seeing what everyone else was doing.
Can you show us a little bit of the Christmas rap?
Oh my goodness, no way.
Or even I can't even remember it. You don't have to rap it.
I don't remember what the words were because it was just so bad, but if I ever find some clips from it, I'll definitely
Did people like it at least?
People liked it. They thought it was cute because I was young, but oh my gosh.
How old were you?
Probably 9, so maybe not that much.
Okay, so that's easy to get someone to like.
Yeah, it was easy.
So what is the best and worst part of your career?
Well, the best part is that I do what I love for a living, and that's a privilege. And the worst part, I think, is having to be far away from home and the people that I care about, because I'm a very family-oriented person. But I don't know. I don't think it's a sacrifice.
And what do you think you would be doing if you weren't singing?
I'd be singing. No, I don't think. That's a good question. I've never been asked that before.
Should you do acting movies, maybe?
Maybe I would be doing acting or musical theater or something like it, which includes singing, I know, but I just can't stay away from it.
So what do you think makes you different from other artists?
Well, I think that my experience, like moving from Mexico to Houston to LA and my background and having such a mixture of cultures makes me different, and I love languages, so I sing in different languages as well.
And where do you hope to see yourself in the future? Like, do you have an ultimate goal or anything?
I think my ultimate goal is to positively influence people through my music and my career, but I would like to see myself in a few years, touring and sharing this creative passion with hundreds and thousands of people around the world.
And where can people find your music?
People can find my music on iTunes and CD Baby and Amazon. It's under Daniela Kuri. That's Daniela, just one L. And Kuri, it's Kuri. And you can follow me on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Daniela Kuri Music.
You're the first one I know that says www. It just goes at.
I don't know why I'm always used to saying though. I don't know what it is, maybe because I'm older. And
no, that's the proper way to say it, that's why. Alright, well thank you very much. It's so great meeting you.
So great to meet you.
No, we stay dry in the rain today. Be sure to check her out at www.twitter.com/Daniela Kuri with one L.
One L.
Right.